It's Nyketown Ju, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
FYI, smoking fire, that's all I blaze. LOL, lean aloud, smiling face.
We got Nyketown Ju in the building with us off the porch.
Nyketown off the porch. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate you coming here, man.
Oh, man.
How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling like I'm at home, man. I like the vibe when I get here, you know what I'm saying? Nice vibe at the studio for sure.
Yeah, you've been going crazy in our studio this past week, man.
Yeah, we probably dropped about 30 in the last 40 days.
Ooh.
4 days, 30 songs for sure.
Yeah, definitely going crazy. What you got with us today? What did you bring with yourself today, man?
Just some, some shopping money. The boys had one thing about Georgia. I got a lot of style, a lot of flavor, you know what I'm saying? Like, and back home, we don't got like the same malls and the same shopping areas as y'all, so we just like to turn up when we come out here to Atlanta, enjoy ourselves for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just moved out here to Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I just recently moved out here. I lived out here probably about like 2 years ago. I had came out here and I moved out here and I linked up with Blacc 125.
Okay.
And he like took me underneath his wing as far as like the music and showed me like, you know what I'm saying, how to record and all that, get all my music shit set up. And then I had moved back to Carolina and then I just recently moved back here.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
How you like it so far?
Man, I love it. I love it. It's like the music. In my eyes, it's like the music capital. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah.
You can, opportunity is endless. You can run into an artist that you was looking for, a producer that you was looking for. You can run into them in the mall anywhere instead of like trying to hit them up in the DM or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I like Atlanta. I like the opportunity it has to offer.
Yeah, definitely a lot more opportunities than back home in South Carolina.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, so you're originally from Columbia, South Carolina, right?
Yeah, I was raised in Columbia, South Carolina. I was born in New York, and I had moved from New York about like 2 years old. My mother took me from there, and we moved to Columbia, South Carolina to an area called Irmo. And I had grew up there, and then shoot. So I basically got best of both worlds, up north and down south when it comes to like my music culture. So
yeah. What was it like growing up there in South Carolina?
Compared to New York, like when I would go back and visit on the summertime. So South Carolina compared to New York, it's slow, but it was it's definitely a culture, you know what I'm saying? Down south, you know, this compared to soul food and all that, we heavy on that, and we heavy on like just showing like major love in Carolina. So I ain't got nothing negative to say about Carolina besides they sleeping on us with the music. That's it.
Yeah. They finally starting to wake up now.
Yeah, they're starting to wake up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's kicking the door down, the baby, Blacc Zacc, Stunna, you know what I'm saying? They kicked the door down, they made a way for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so how old were you when you jumped off the porch?
13, 14.
Yeah.
Jumped off the porch, landed on the street, 10 toes for sure. Kept running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any OGs in the streets to guide you?
I wouldn't say like OGs per se. I say more so like I had, you know what I'm saying, some older partners that would just lead me in the right direction, like make sure you finish school, you know what I'm saying, like do that type of stuff. So I did graduate early and nothing slow, you know what I'm saying, just we dabble how we dabble, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you get locked up last year?
Yeah, I did. I got locked up last year in Georgia. I'm currently out like on 2 bonds right now. I got to go lay it down in about 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lay it down. They gave me a 10-2. So shoot, I should be home soon. They credited me like 6 months, so it ain't gonna be too long to sit down. But for the time that I was home, these last 6 months, I dropped like 4 projects, like 6 months, and we dropped like I think it's 22 videos. Yeah, we dropped like 22 videos in 6 months. So it was major just to see that could be done in that short amount of time. So yeah, it was a blessing.
What's one of the biggest lessons you learned while in the streets?
One of the biggest lessons, and count your blessings, man. Count your blessings, because it could go anywhere. It could go, when you're in the streets, you can either take a right turn or a left turn. So just count your blessings. It's not in your hands when you're in the street. The streets don't love you.
Yeah. So, no, that's real right there.
Yeah,
all right. So how long have you been rapping now?
Honestly, I've been rapping probably since about 12, 13. I ain't take it serious probably till about like 20 or whatever. But we always used to just rap at school, you know, out by the buses in the middle of the street, whatever. And then like I said, I got best of both worlds for being from New York. So we was heavy on that, just the having your lyrics up to par, you know what I'm saying? So I take pride in that. So we used to like battle for money and all that, sneakers and all that, like cash. And I just used to be smashing their ass. And I just took it serious. Like, for sure.
So you were a battle rapper at one point.
Yep. And I ended up adapting to the beats because like that was the main thing. Like they used to be like, if you battle rap, you can't make no songs or anything like that. So it just always had a chip on my shoulder just to prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And when did you start taking your music serious?
I say probably about when Six Figure Ease passed away. That's one of my partners. He was like the first cat from my neighborhood to get like 100 grand. He was young though, but he took me out here to the studio. It was patchwork. He paid for the whole session young. He was young too. He's like, man, you need to just do this music. And at the time I wasn't taking him serious. I was like, man, yeah, whatever. You don't know what to do with your money. Then when he passed away, I spoke to his brother. His brother's like, man, he wants you to do that music. You know what I'm saying? And then my other right-hand man, Beans, Nyketown Beans, he ended up having to do a 10-year bid. And he was with me like every day, you know what I'm saying? And he called me from the pen every day, just like, make sure you keep doing this music. Don't stop what you done created, you know what I'm saying? So we just keep going, keep pushing. And my motivations for sure.
Yeah. Definitely see this as a way to get out of the streets.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta have something for bro when he get out. So
yeah,
we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it shape.
Yeah, no doubt. And so how'd you get the name Nyketown Ju?
Basically, the area we from, like Beans, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Nyketown Beans, and a chick I call my sister Tanissa. We had all been in like in front of the Shell station in the area we from, and you know, we was doing what we was doing outside of the gas station, and we just was like, man, everybody got a check out here. Everybody got money, you know what I'm saying? So just like, we just put Nike in front of everybody's name. So it just ended up like, man, this Nike time, there's money out here, it's a check out here. So it just ran with it, and it just took the city over. It took the city over for sure.
Yeah. And Checkrow Records.
Checkrow Records, like Death Row. We pushing up like Death Row.
That's such a hard name.
Yeah, for sure. Checkrow, yeah, man. So it's like a playoff of Death Row, you know what I'm saying? But we keeping the whole check thing intact with the Nyketown. So yeah, that's how we did that.
Is that your label?
Yeah, it's my label. You know?
Okay.
I had got that. I had basically like what made me come up with getting my own label was being underneath Blacc label. You know what I'm saying? 125. They gave me a lot of games, so I was like, you know, be a boss. I'm under that umbrella, so I just gave myself a branch. You know what I'm saying? And I built me a little community over there. We all pushing for sure.
Yeah. Who else you got signed to the label or a part of the movement?
As far as right now, we got Nyketown Beans. That's really it. And we got Checkrow Hot. We got Checkrow Hot going stupid, and we got Nyketown Keezy going dumb. Them two like the point guards right now. Like what's going? When I leave in a few weeks, they gonna be up here next doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Checkrow Hot, Nyketown Keezy, man. Y'all got the torch. Y'all got, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down, and hella bands. You'll hear a lot from them.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we premiered one of his music videos on our channel.
Yep, for sure. So we definitely gonna go up with them. Them all my brothers right there.
Okay. So how'd you link up with Blacc initially?
What happened was I had just moved to Georgia, and a partner of mine, he was like, man, I've been listening to Blacc while I was in Carolina because they had like a DJ circuit. It's like DJ 5150. They used to be on live mixtapes. It was him, Ray Vicks, Bambino Gold. Like that's what we was playing back home. So when I moved to Georgia, my partner was like, you need to get a song with Blacc. I was like, how much you think he gonna charge? So he hit Blacc up. Blacc picked the phone up. He was just like, man, tell him, nigga, pull up, you know what I'm saying? So when I pulled up on him, he had like a whole pint of lean. He poured it up. He smoked a big gas. I'm like, man, how much you want for a feature? He ain't say no numbers. Like, just give me whatever you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really tripping on the money. So I shot him some bread. He was like, man, I ain't gonna just do no one song. Fuck it, we gonna rock out. He was like, man, just from this day on, don't ever spend no more money in Georgia, bro. You good, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't know what type of situation I was in until other artists came around and it's like, damn, you were Blacc. I'm like, man, what that supposed to mean? They're like, nah, yo, G. So it was destiny, you know what I'm saying? Learned a lot of game for sure.
Yeah. What's some of the best advice he's given you about the music industry?
Ooh. They vultures. Make sure you handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Don't go for anything you hear, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of smoke and mirrors with the industry. He showed me that, like he taught me that for sure. Cause I'll be so ready to spend the money at certain places, and he be like, man, just chill. What you about to spend on, we could probably get it for free this way, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. You just gotta patience. Watch the smoke and mirrors, man.
Yeah. What's your transition been like coming from the streets into music?
Ooh, it's been love. Like I can say it's been open arms. Everybody I've been doing songs with and music with, they respect it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of producers we coming across, they hearing it and they can just hear like what's being said is up to date. You know what I'm saying? It's not out of date. The lingo, what's being spoken on, like you gotta be active to be talking how you talking like that. So it's a good turnout so far. Yeah. See a lot of progression.
How would you compare the rap game to the streets?
I say the rap game really harder than the streets. You know what I'm saying? Just off the simple fact, you gotta be, and like, you gotta be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be so hard they might not even want to mess with you, or you might come to the game how like we coming in with our own paper and own jury. People gonna be like, they feel like you already set, so they're not gonna give you opportunity. They might, well, I ain't gonna deal with him. I'd rather go deal with somebody that's starving. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like we might not listen or something. It's just a perception, not knowing like we got plenty of sense. So
All right, so let's talk about these 4 projects in 5 months when you went crazy.
The 4 projects. On the first one when I got out was Out on Bond.
Yeah.
That one, it shook the streets up for sure. And like that was basically like a build-up of music that was done in like the first 2 weeks. Out on Bond. Prior to that, I had a Gangsta Grill that got released, but it got slept on because we didn't release it properly. That's when we was trying to learn how to do the music.
Yeah.
So we dropped that Out on Bond, and the next one I think was Long Live 6 Figure Ease, and that was for my partner who passed away. We did that for him. And then the next one was Croptober, and we dropped that around October, and that was for like, you know, the harvest season and all that. So we just try to spin off of that and call that Croptober for everybody that, you know what I'm saying, got a green thumb. And then the last one was From a Pawn to a King, and I just felt like that's what was going on, you know what I'm saying, like how I was moving accordingly. I went from a pawn to a king on that chessboard with this music. So yeah, it's just been, the grind don't stop. Like the grind don't stop. I know for sure, like in these last 2 months, I probably put up about 60 songs. So it's gonna be music being dropped while I'm gone, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we Gucci.
Yeah, was that planned for you to drop those 4 projects in 5 months, or did you just have so much music like I got to get this out?
It was like what made me do it was when I got out of jail, my brother Blacc Zacc, he signed his deal at Interscope, and he flew me to Interscope with him when he signed his record deal. And when we got there, he was just like, man, you got to work. You know what I'm saying? Like hard work gonna outdo talent. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in the office and I was hearing how they was talking to him, I was like, damn, I can't expect to get no deal. I only got 1 mixtape out, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no library, no catalog. So that really was like the battery in my back that just overdrive. Like you got the money, so it should be no reason why somebody with no money out recording you or dropping more projects than you or putting more videos out. You got the money to do that. That's the hardest part, to get that currency, you know what I'm saying, to keep your business going. So when I thought about it like that, I just put it overdrive, just like a cheat sheet, Debo they ass. So.
And like you said, over 20 videos, and I think the last 3 months alone.
For sure, yeah. We spent a lot of money on the visuals for sure.
Yeah.
You know, putting them out, like, but it was all worth it in the long run because they started catching wind. Like the first mixtape, it was kind of slow. Second one was kind of slow, but when the visuals started piling up, they might catch on to the last visual you put out, but that'll make them go back and look at everything else. So it was all love. It's all, you know what I'm saying, part of the plan. Like wine, they get greater later. You know what I'm saying? So.
Who were some of the videographers you worked with on these?
Cameraman Rico. We had messed with Trib Films. One that I like my best is Bo Muggs. It's a female from New York. She from Ace Boogie Hood.
Okay.
And she do like all the effects on the videos and all that. So we've been locked in with her. She been turning me up for sure. Like when she put them effects on there, that shit shot them views up. So yeah, we messing with her the long way. She locked in for life.
Yeah. How passionate are you about making music right now?
Oh man, it's like, this shit getting easier and easier. Like before I went to jail, I was writing my rhymes. Now I go in there, I ain't got to write. So it's like, they like, I'm knocking verses out 7 minutes, 8 minutes, but when I'm knocking out, it might take somebody, it's gonna take you about 4 or 5 hours to write the way it's getting put together, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's like shooting a jump shot. You working on your jump shot, you going to the gym, the more you go to the gym, your jump shot gonna get better. You're gonna learn your foundation of the shot. So that's basically, I crafted my craft. I got it now, pat now. We're gonna knock them out. We're gonna do at least 5 today. For sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And you mentioned you got a bunch of records to release while you're away too.
Yeah, a lot of fire, a lot of stuff in the cut. We got I think the next project we're supposed to be doing is with CardoGotWingz.
Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
He reached out to me on Instagram, and that's how we locked in. And he just been telling me stay out of trouble, shooting me beats or whatever. And I recently spoke to him. I told him I was gonna go lay down. He was like, "Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna push your project through Empire while you going." So that was love. That was a major, you know what I'm saying, like stress reliever right there for sure.
Yeah.
Kept it real.
Who are some other producers you've been working with these last couple months?
We were making with Hitmaker. we got a few Zaytoven beats. I got that from my partner Prince. Shout out to Prince. Prince Inc. Every time he get some good beat packages, he always be like, man, Ju, I got something for you. Slide me something for sure. So that's one thing. Like he always keep me motivated when I'm like, man, fuck this rap shit. I'm finna delete all this shit. He's like, nah, keep going. So Prince Inc. He also held it down. And my brother Wave, he would Wave God. He'll throw me beats too. So from whatever beat packages he gets. So I just bench off with whoever. But my main focus right now, I'm looking for them sample beats. Like I like rapping over sample beats because it got that pain and that feeling, the extra feeling behind it.
Yeah.
You know, for sure.
Is it therapeutic when you're recording?
Yeah, for sure. It's like meditation. It's like meditation. It help you escape from what's going on, you know what I'm saying, out with whatever on your mind, you know what I'm saying? Like the average person who know that they about to go do a time, they might be freaking out. We still going shopping, buying jewelry to the last day, you know what I'm saying? Till they say bang that hammer. We ain't really affected by that shit because we blessed, you know what I'm saying? There's people going to jail, prison, ain't got money on for their books, for their phone. Like all that type of problem we ain't tripping about. It's just ain't no hoes, you know what I'm saying? We can't move how we want to move. We thugging. So yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing out of everything for sure.
Yeah. And you got some visuals on deck to drop on your way too?
Visuals. We finna shoot one today with Scarfo the Plug. As soon as we get up out of here, about like 4 or 5 o'clock, me and Scarfo gonna knock out one. Me and Stunna supposed to knock ours out on like Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever he get back from out west. That was a blessing. We ran into him in the studio. We had I just did that little baby that Something to Prove. We just shot that freestyle, so we probably dropped that on like Wednesday. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the cut just for material because that was the lesson I learned when I was sitting before. I ain't had nothing to put out, so I was like, damn, my name down. Then when I came back and put in the overdrive, it's like we gave it goddamn heart-to-heart surgery. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that jump for sure.
Yeah. Folks may not even know that you're locked up with all that content you go about
sure,
to be dropping.
You ain't gonna know unless you tapped in for sure. We don't have that much material.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the Carolinas, the music scene out there.
Okay.
Like you mentioned, it's been going up.
For sure. It's a difference. Like, shout out to North Carolina. They doing their thing for sure. The baby kicked the door down. You know what I'm saying? But that when they say that, like, you got the baby and Stunna, that's North Carolina. Yeah. You know, North Carolina got the NBA team, got the NFL team, got the Major League Hockey, baseball, all that, Duke, all that. South Carolina, we don't got none of that. We got Gamecocks and Clemson, you know what I'm saying? So we don't got no major basketball team, no major football team, like, so we got us. So to make it from there, it's gonna be a little bit harder because we don't got that much eyes on our situation, that kind of thing. We country, but unless you come to the city and you see like we pulling up in Hellcats, we pulling up and all that stuff, like George, you know what I'm saying? But a major person who kicked the door down and that been going for like last 10 years strong, Blacc Zacc, he kicked the door down for sure for South Carolina. And me being so close to him, I learned a lot of game from him, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Blacc Zacc, the whole DME.
You guys are both from Columbia. How long have you known him?
Well, I know Blacc probably about 10 years.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, man. I remember like he was at the fair, airbrush hoodie on, passing CDs out now. To see him doing what he doing now, it's just like he stayed consistent and he a real street nigga. So it was like it's possible, you know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of talent coming out of Columbia. Like I said, we got Checkrow Hot, he fired, he got the whole youth on Smash, you know what I'm saying? We got Nyketown Ju, he just came home from serving time probably about a year ago. So he's serious with the music. Hella bands. It's a lot of fire, man. It's a lot of fire on the way for sure.
Yeah. What about the DJs out there? Are they supporting you guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. We just had an interview, a radio interview, shout out to Venom and all them at 100.1. We just went there, bought a trash bag out on their ass, counting that money at the interview. So yeah, for sure, they showing love. DJ Lucky Leon, like everybody showing love for sure, man. Like I ain't got nothing negative to say about them helping you. As long as they see you working, they gonna help you for sure. Yeah. Big up to South Carolina, Columbia for sure.
Yeah, it's so important for a music scene, you know,
you gotta
to have that
support.
local support. Yeah. And I saw Stunna for Vegas turning up to one of your songs on IG too.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, he did that, and we ended up linking up like a week later and knocking one out on Cardo beat. That's gonna be on the Cardo project. So that was a major look. We just need to get that visual in, man. He just booked up for sure. Shawty booked up like a librarian. Yeah. Like, so we're gonna knock that out.
What does it mean to have so much support from Stunna and Blacc Zacc, some of the biggest artists coming out?
It's just basically following through with your plan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Blacc said, I need to get more active with Instagram. Blacc said the same thing. Like, I might just, you know what I'm saying? We wake up and get fly like this every day, but I don't ever post it, you know what I'm saying? So they like, man, just do simple shit like just post it on your timeline, let the people see, you know what I'm saying? I interact with your fans. And the more I did that, I seen like the more they'll be in tune, you know what I'm saying? The more they'll comment and all that. Like the fans want to grow with you. You can't just drop a video and hide from the camera. So yeah, it's just good to see the progress that's coming along with it.
Yeah, and you're opening up the doors for your own
Yeah,
artists as
yeah,
well.
they definitely ready. They ready. Everybody turned up. Everybody coming through for sure.
All right, so we talked about Checkrow Records. Is signing with a major, is that a goal for you, or are you happy running it up independently?
We got shit on the table right now, but as far as we more so just looking for a distribution situation. You know what I'm saying? Like we not really looking for like $1 million contract. We looking for somebody to match our dollar. So I feel like it'll take me farther that way. You know what I'm saying? Like if a campaign costs 100, the campaign or whatever, and I put 50 up, I want them to match the 50. Then we split it down the middle instead of me having to put all the money up. You know what I'm saying? Like so, but it's like to make them respect my grind because I'm coming to the table with the same thing they coming to instead of me looking like I need them to put all the money up and then they can try to handle me any kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
So a situation with like Empire,
Empire for sure. That'll be a blessing. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Are there any artists you haven't worked with yet that you'd love to work with one day?
I haven't worked with. Oh yeah, Rollo Rodriguez.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only. That's like him and No Cap. That's who I be hearing that trash talking from when they come to them punchline assemblies. They're like, man, Rollo and them would do you. I'm like, man, line it up for sure. So, and then anytime I do a feature, I like you ask Scarfo, you ask anybody, Prince, I'm gonna talk shit the whole time we in the studio. I'm gonna tell you I'm finna do your ass in that quick. So that's just that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for that day.
All right. How can people support you while you're away?
Just tap in with the music, iTunes or whatever's being released. Just you know what I'm saying, put your ear to the street. For sure, once you hear it, you're gonna hear the wordplay, the lingo, the metaphor, the similes, everything it's gonna be on point. It ain't gonna be nothing like it ain't nothing generic, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna definitely say like he got a talent. So I'm gonna let the music speak for itself. Just tap in.
Yeah. You plan to fully focus on music when you get out?
Yeah, for sure. The hard part, getting the money, that shit we done mastered that. It's just now just to be successful in the music industry.
Yeah. All right. Final question for you. What does Dirty Glove Bastard mean to you?
Dirty Glove Bastard mean to me family. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all let me come in here with open arms. You know what I'm saying? Rock out, bring my squad in here. Let us record till 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, no problems. Ain't had no issues. I ain't never complained. Shit, anything I need, you know what I'm saying? I got full support. So y'all family now, man. Y'all tied in, y'all Checkrow. You feel me? For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So.
All right, Ju, any last words, any shout outs?
Oh shit, man. Free beans to the free, man. RIP 6 Figure E's, man. 125, you know how we rocking out, man. Checkrow, man. It's the time.
FYI, smoking fire, that's all I blaze. LOL, lean aloud, smiling face. OTW, I'm on the way.